Hello, ma'am.
Hello, my ma'am. It's so good. It's so cold in Melbourne, Canada.
Canada's amazing. It is summertime here.
I can see.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting in the back of my van, and oh, there it is. Look,
I
okay.
should join as well.
What do you have? O'Grady,
What's O'Grady's breakfast whiskey?
Wacky whiskey. What do I have? I've only really been sampling single malt mostly while I've been here. So I haven't. They've got a massive commercial whiskey industry here, right? So
No, okay.
like Alberta Premium is owned by Suntory, I believe. So they won world's best in their category like in 2024. Cost me $11.
Oh shit.
Right? So I was like, I'll give it a go. It's 100% rye grain, uh
Mm-hmm.
40%. My first time having it. So I've only really smelt it. Yeah.
Your face disappears.
Oh. So can
How's all? Yes.
For those who may not know you, so you were an ex fashion PR, right? For how
It's
many?
fashion PR marketing. I'm a certified stylist as well.
Uh-huh. And that was in Italy?
No, that was after Italy and till I came to Australia. So what? Till like 6 years ago now?
Right. Okay. So that was your initial career, like straight out of high school, essentially. And
Pretty
then
much.
you came over to Australia for a holiday, a working holiday visa, and then just fell in love with whiskey. Is that like the short answer?
Basically, yeah, because like me and my friends came to Australia for working holiday, and then luckily I got a job at Boilermaker House. It's my first hospital job.
In Melbourne.
Boilermaker House, if you have not been there, they had a massive back bar over 1,000 whiskies, craft beer, Boilermaker, all this and that jazz. That's when I was like, alrighty, I actually really do like this.
Yeah, it was an
Yeah,
amazing bar.
that was a very good bar.
Yeah,
Sad it's gone, but that was a very good bar. Was I'm so sad that it's gone. Well,
gone.
because they closed down last year or year before, I can't remember.
Right.
Last year? Yum yum. It's so funny with the little background you have. You're
Well,
like if you go like out of center, you half of your body disappears.
like I'm actually out in space.
So funny.
So okay, so after Melbourne, no, but Brisbane was first.
No, I came to Melbourne
You went to
first.
Melbourne first, and then you went up to Brisbane.
Yeah, I was in Melbourne first, and then that's when COVID started happening in like this because I came to Melbourne in May 2019,
Mhm.
and then around December, January, that's when the COVID started happening, borders getting closed and this and that. And I was like, shit, I need to get out of here. Because I was like, Melbourne and Sydney will be the place that's gonna be struggling so hard with COVID. So I sure went to Queensland because I loved Queensland all the time.
Yeah.
And then that's when I went to Brisbane and then I worked as a head bartender at Cobbler.
Right. And for those who haven't been to Cobbler, how would you describe it?
It's a beautiful place. It's so much fun.
Mm.
It's a very cocktail heavy whiskey bar,
Mm.
but also for everyone. Like it's very hospital friendly bar as well as you can get a really good cocktail and really good whiskey, really good service, a bit of everything,
Okay.
but a little bit fun.
Yeah.
Fun music, fun people. Um, yeah.
That's kind of where you found your feet, I guess, in
I
whiskey.
guess so.
Uh, yeah, and where you really, yeah, cool. And then you stayed at Cobbler for how long?
Year and 4 months, 5 months?
Okay. And then
Like
did
less than a year and a half.
okay. And then where'd you go after that?
And then I came back to Melbourne and then I accepted a job at ODV as a duty manager slash head bartender. And that's where I was for a year, year and something. Yeah, go me with my great memory. Yeah,
No.
so I was there for about around like a year of time, I think. And then I worked at Boilermaker game for a little bit, and then I got into Whiskey and Element.
Okay, right. And here we are.
Here we are. Cheers.
Okay, so and for anyone who's never been to Whiskey and Almond, how would you describe Whiskey and Almond?
How have you not been yet?
You right, I obviously, but I don't know.
No, it's I think like Whiskey and Element will be, and it is my favorite place ever for a very long time.
Mhm.
If you're a whiskey geek, you will find your love everywhere. Like there's so many whiskeys. It's such an interesting place. We get 10 to 20 different new whiskey every week as well. So every week you come, there's a new whiskey. So if you're a whiskey geek, if you're a whiskey lover, there's a paradise for you. There's a little adult candy shop there. And then if you are new to whiskey, welcome. Like any of us can lead you to where you want to go. If you want to try, I don't know, like if you want to try sherry whiskey for the first time, or if you want to learn about this specific distillery, or if you want to do like a little master class as well.
Mm.
Yeah, because we do a whiskey flight where you can choose 4 different whiskeys. You tell me what kind of whiskey you like. You tell me what kind of flavor you want to try. And I pick 4 different whiskeys. And then I tell you what distillery it is, what flavor to expect, little chitty chatty. So it's just like really good place for everyone. Whether you're like a beginner or a whiskey lover, or just for a cocktail, we have great cocktails there, great wine list. It's just a really good place for everyone.
Yeah, it feels like home. Hey, like it really. Like yeah, I mean that was I think that was probably my favorite part of the job was doing the whiskey flights for sure.
Hmm.
Because you can be creative. It taps into that creativity side for you individually, and then you get to see someone having a really unique experience they can't get anywhere else in the world, and doing that over and over again every night, and just seeing like the light in people's eyes when they're like, "Oh my God!" Like discovering
Wow.
something new. It. Oh my gosh, yeah, so much fun, so much fun.
It is very good.
I miss it.
You
So,
know,
so Kimmy, well, the initial reason why we're here is because you won the Scotch Malt Whisky Society Whisky Champs for Australia 2025. Congratulations.
thank you.
uh,
Thank you.
how, I mean, how long ago was that?
It was the last Saturday. So yeah, yeah, last Saturday.
After a week. Okay, right. So how does it feel? A weekend.
Oh, crazy. There was a lot of it was a massive weekend. It was a big weekend, I'm not gonna lie.
Uh,
Um,
as it should
and
be.
then I had one of the worst hangover in my life on Sunday. It was not fun.
I'm
No,
not
but
surprised.
other than that, it's been like really good. Like everywhere I go, like people congrats and lots of like fun little jobs coming up as well. Little yeah, things that I can't really tell yet, but a lot of different things.
Yeah, so it's open doors for sure.
Yeah, or more like if there was like a slightly open door, now it's a widely open. Be like, hello, can we also offer you this and that on top of what we had already?
Yeah, okay.
Or
Punched through. Kimmy's just punching through doors,
kicking it.
kicking them down. So how did you get involved in the Scotch Malt Whisky Society?
Once again, thank you, Whiskey and Element. Yeah, because of Whiskey and Element, we are the biggest partner bar in Southern Hemisphere with the
Mhm.
largest collection.
Mhm.
From the day one, I
Yes.
got introduced to Scotch Malt Whisky Society, how the membership work, how it works, and then every month they do a new release, around 10 to 15, or sometimes up to 20, and then we get to taste it every month as well
Mhm.
before even it's official release. So I guess like from there, like I have to know and I have to love Scotch Malt Whisky Society, and it's great whiskey to be honest. So I'm like, why not? So
So,
that's the how I got to know Scotch Malt Whisky Society.
okay. And so the Scotch Malt Whisky Society, in essence, is the largest whiskey club in the world, largest whiskey independent bottler in the world, and then Whiskey and Element is the well, they were the first, I believe, to be a partner bar in Australia, at least.
Mhm.
You've got the largest selection in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yep,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. And so you started learning about the Scotch Malt Whisky Society on your first day. For anyone that doesn't know what Champs is, could you explain a little bit about what it's about and how it works? Because I've never
So
been, I've only heard about it. So,
yeah, easy. So champs is basically identify malt whiskies blindly,
Mhm.
and then you get seven different whiskies and then eight different lists of whiskies in front of you. So seven whiskies and then one red herring, basically. And
Mhm.
then you have to identify what it is by just tasting it or nosing it in 30 minutes. Yeah,
That's
so the
round one.
first round, yeah, so round one, you get a 30 minutes.
Okay.
You got a 30 minutes, and then you have to identify which whiskey is which. So
Mhm.
it's a mix of a little bit of everything as well. A mix of peated whiskey. I had a three peated whiskey, one lightly peated, and the rest. So like a bit of a like different flavor as well. So that was the first round, and then for this time, 11 of us got sent to taste off, and then it was a peated whiskey round where you have three whiskeys in front of you and six lists of whiskeys.
Mhm.
So you have to identify which one is which. I guess like it's a bit of a like different style pit as well because I had a Highland Park at Bunnahabhain, Corolla 12, Lagavulin 8, Port Charlotte, something I can't remember.
They're pretty distinct peated whiskies.
100%. And then
Yeah,
that within, I think it was 10 minutes, within 10 minutes, I had to identify which and which.
that's hard.
It is hard because like sometimes like, because you smell so much whiskeys already,
Yeah.
and then now you have to go through like, alrighty, this and that. I think Highland Park was like really easy for me because there's this very specific flavor that I don't like about Highland Park. I don't know what it is. And
I,
I swear, I was like, I know for the heart, it is Highland Park 12.
it's very light to me, like
Mm.
as peated whiskies go, and it's kind of floral, light.
Floral light, and then like you get like a bit of a head up, but like for me, it's like a little bit like that wet mossy, not mossy, but like it's wet flower. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Like it's very specific smell I always get. I just can't describe what it is.
Is it like decomposing flowers? Is that what
In
you
a very pretty way, if
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It's
Okay.
a mix of a lot of different like scents I'm getting, and then that all combines together. It's Highland Park 12 for me.
Uh-huh.
And don't get me wrong, like I do like Highland Park a lot. Like it's a great whiskey, but it's just that very specific smell that I just can't pass.
Hmm. So that was easy for you to identify that
I
highlight.
think the peated whiskey was a little bit more easier.
Yeah, okay. What was the hardest round?
Actually, I lied because I took a while to figure if it was a Lagavulin 8 or Corolla 12.
Okay.
That took me a while to figure out because like for me, like they were at that time, like they smell pretty similar to me at the point because Corolla now like is a lot more sweeter than what it used to be. So
True.
like has a lot of like a peanut butter brittles and a bit of a, like white sugar.
Mhm.
Whereas Lagavulin is a little bit more oily, but like it's a malted barley tea for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
normally I can distinguish them better, but like at that time, like after smelling so many whiskeys, I was like, you both taste same. Holy shit.
Uh,
But I felt like because Lagavulin A was younger, so Pate was a little bit more refined, and then it was more present, I guess. So I was like, oh, a little bit more cleaner. You must be this. Meow.
yeah.
That was so that was a little difficult because I actually did spend a lot of time on figuring which one is which on that.
Okay.
And the last one was really mean.
What
So
that
last
was
round it was
Sharon bomb, wasn't it?
yeah, it was a sherry. So it was I have 3 minutes to identify one whiskey in list of eight.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're all like Dalmore, they're like a Dalmore, Glendronach, Glenfarclas 8, 12, 15, and Abloy 12 there as well. There are like 8 different whiskey, and I was like, mate, right after the peated whiskey round, that is so mean.
That is so mean.
I know, and I only got like 3 minutes, and I was like, ugh.
Ooh. Well, okay, and then you won.
Yeah, I feel like third one was slightly easy or than first round
Hmm.
because once again, like I smelt it and I was like, okay, like it has to be either these three, and then after tasting it as well, and I was like, all right, is it rich enough, or is it like does it have like enough sherry and then more of the red berries to be Glendronach? Maybe not. And I
Yeah.
was like, is it like meaty and then do I taste like a bit of a like beef stock and all the spice to be a Glenfarclas? Maybe not. Then I was like, Apple 12, that needs at you. And
Process.
then that was Apple
Yeah.
12. Yeah, bit of a like elimination as well, and then found it.
And did you have this game plan going in, or you just kind of you winged it? Like it was just kind of natural at the time.
I think I kind of planned it, but also like I'm trying to do the way I always do from Whiskey Element. We always start from something light, then go to peated whiskey, and I smell it first, and then I write down everything that what I can do or what I can smell, and then taste it. And so I guess like that's a part of like my habit now. So I was planned a little bit, but then also like it was like my natural habit coming through,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense.
No, that totally makes sense. So, do you do outside of Whiskey and Elements weekly tasting? Do you do any other sort of sensory work or palate training, or is it mostly just that every Wednesday when you taste those 10 to 20 whiskeys, that's kind of your one day of week where you kind of go ham? Or do you do other things? It's that constant exposure, I guess,
Hmm.
for sure. You did a sensory analysis course, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. How was that?
That was very hard for me. I mean, it's an easy class. Like it's a very easy course.
Hmm.
Everyone should be able to finish in like in a day or so,
Okay.
maybe.
I should.
But the course itself is like pretty short. Like it's short and sweet course, but like for me, it just took forever because it's more of a, like all the chemical compounds. Like when it comes to whiskey, what chemical compounds comes in this, and then what chemical compounds create, or what ester creates this and that. So it's very scientific.
Yeah.
And then for someone whose English is not the first language, I had to translate every single word to word. And then I'm not a chemist person. Like I did not have a great score in chemistry in high school. So for me, like to understand this sentence, I had to translate it, and I had to like literally like study what it means first of all. So I was like, it took me forever.
Yeah, that's like doing it at hard mode, like triple the amount of work.
I know.
Oh my God. So you have to translate it from English to Korean and then learn what it means, the
In
definition.
some,
The definition. You have to learn what the definitions mean, and then you can then read the
yeah.
content, essentially.
And it was so funny as well, because sometimes, like, because I left Korea 16 years ago, so like some part English is easier for me.
Yeah.
And then I was reading through that in Korean. I was like, I have no clue what it means in Korean. I don't understand any of these words. And I go to English and I'm like, I understand. I don't even understand you need. I'm like, ChatGPT, ease your English.
Oh, oh, I'm sorry.
That was a fun little course I did. Took me such a long time.
Oh man.
And then at some point I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm not even gonna look at you for like a week.
Yeah,
And then I come back and I'm like, meow.
try again. God.
Yeah,
Uh,
so that should have took like if let's say like if you take it, or like if anyone that has a bit of a like chemistry knowledge, or I guess if your English is your first language, or if you speak a singular language perfectly, like it shouldn't take you too long.
Right.
Yeah, but like, I speak like half. Let's say I speak like half English and half Korean and half bit of like a few other languages as well. So I'm like, I have no clue.
Or Kimberly.
What does it mean? It took me so long to understand all this and that. I feel like I still like going through my notes sometimes and still try to like remind myself, but I'm like, I'll revisit it.
Have you looked into if there is any Korean based like whiskey training, or is
I
that
don't think so.
so that must be a huge limitation in a way, like because anything that you want to learn about whiskey, I mean, yeah, of course you've got a very good understanding, or you've got a very high level of English, but yeah, as you said, like the chemistry stuff, like you had to translate, like yeah, that must be hard. I would
Yeah, so
imagine.
who knows? Maybe like when I start my business, I might gonna be like doing little, I don't know, whiskey training courses in Korean,
That'd be
maybe.
amazing. That would be so cool.
Like, I can-
If you had three top tips for people doing whiskey champs in 2 years' time, because it's every 2 years, right?
yeah,
What would you say to them?
learn about the distillery, very important
Learn about distillery.
because
Mhm.
because I feel like especially the last round of the sherry, how I went through was like I knew the distillery style. I sort of knew what kind of whiskey they make. I knew what kind of whiskey I taste in them as well. Because if you had a list of whiskey in front of you, and if you don't know what kind of whiskey they make, it's just really hard to go through. Because, like, for instance, it's not like that you have to know every bottle of like with different whiskeys from a distillery. Just learn about the distillery and what kind of whiskey they make, so you understand the flavor and you understand the whiskey each distillery produce.
Mhm.
So that's a very important. And second one, make your own sensory note that you can visit. Like for instance, Highland Park 12, it will never leave. And for instance, coming tool, I always taste some milk tea there on the palate. So
Mint
for me, it's a milk tea
milk tea.
whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just things like that. Like Kilham and I always take a bit of a fresh tennis ball that we always say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So like have all this little sensory note in your own language, whether it's like your favorite dish or with your favorite cookies or your favorite whatever, like to match with the distillery. That helps a lot. And then last one, I guess like don't start a peated whiskey straight away.
Mm.
Like smell it first, don't taste it first. Because the first and for the first round, the first and second whiskey were peated whiskey,
Mhm.
and some people straight went into it, smelt it, tasted, and then started from there. And I was like, that could have like ruined your palate.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, especially because like the third one was Bowmore 12, and then I think the first and second one was peated whiskey, like Lafroig Select and Outback 10.
Mhm.
And trying to taste Bowmore 12 after that, that would have been really hard.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Oh,
So don't taste it first. Like nose it first, nose every whiskey first, and then taste it. But skip the peated whiskey till the very last.
okay. Okay. So you've been in the whiskey industry for what, 6 years?
I still like get to know and then I study a lot of whiskey, but like fully focus on whiskey. That probably started when I started Whiskey Element.
Okay. So, in the 3 years that you've been in the whiskey industry, do you think it's changed over the past 3 years? Like, if you go to tastings, or whiskey bars or anything, have you noticed it being more uh, inclusive spaces, or has it changed at all, or has it not?
I think it's changing and it's changed and it is also still changing because now, especially lately, a lot of people come to Whiskey Element that it's a very diverse audience. For instance, we get a lot of like ladies coming in or a lot of like young, not young people, like early 20, mid 20 couples or like ladies or like young guys coming in. They're like, I've never had a whiskey before, but I want to learn about it. Or like they were like, I just started to drinking whiskey and I want to expand my knowledge and my palate. Or it could be like a group of like girls coming in and drinking whiskey. Choice of whiskey is a lot more expanding as well. Before it was like, oh, I want a peated whiskey, or I want a sherry, or I want a Macallan. That was it. But then now it's more like, is there anything fun, anything funky, anything that I should try that is outside of Scotch whiskey? Or is there any flavor that like this? Like people started to understanding that there's a diverse in whiskeys as well. Yeah. And then they want to find the flavor they like rather than, oh, we are all drinking single malt Macallan and Barbary, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not just the big brands anymore. It's becoming...
No, it's 100%.
Okay, interesting. What's the one bottle currently on your shelf you can't stop sipping?
Oh, SMWS.
They do use the distillery name sometimes.
26?
Sure.
Yeah, it's a SMWS 26, I believe. Started with the C in Highland. A very waxy distillery.
The very waxy spirit, like, is it, well, what is it really fruity, spicy?
Yeah, very fruity. Lots of a green apple, bit of a like orange oil. Very waxy characteristic. I'm in a fruity texture whiskey girl era at the moment. So anything fruity, I'm always a fan. And in Clynelish, Distillery C is always my favorite distillery as well. I remember we got this bottle a couple of years ago, and then we put it in an archive. And then the day I tasted, I was like, oh my God, it almost reminds me of what Barora whiskey tastes like. It was so tasty. It's so textural, but also like really bright. Probably one of the best Clynelish I've ever had.
Cool. Okay, we're going to do a quick fire round. All right, first dram that ever blew your mind.
Long Row Pinot Noir cask. That was one of the first peated whiskey I ever tried it.
Okay. Damn, that's high standards. My God.
It was Macallan double cask, so go me.
Oh, go you, Timothy. My
I got into whiskey when I was like in peak of my career in fashion. So I think I had a good little money to start with.
Yeah, okay, that helps.
Rather than me drinking like 18 years old.
Yeah, that helps. Underrated distillery.
Glencadam from Highland. I love Glencadam. I don't think a lot of people know it, but it's a beautiful distillery. Very fruity whiskey. Mm-hmm. You get a lot of like pink grapefruit and honey. Mm-hmm. I love Glencadam in general.
Where are they located?
Highland.
Okay. Peated or unpeated?
Unpeated.
Okay. Whiskey with food, yay or nay?
Depends if I had this whiskey before. Like if I had this whiskey multiple times, then I love having whiskey and food together. Mm-hmm. But if I don't know this whiskey well, there's just too much flavor to concentrate for me to have whiskey and food. Uh-huh. So I prefer not to have food.
And dream distillery to visit?
That is difficult. Springbank?
Oh, yeah.
You show me such great pictures, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm. I think it's still like probably my number one I've visited. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I remember you said you read it really high.
Yeah. So very quickly, what is next on the horizon for Kimi Kim that you can talk about? Where can people find you?
Whiskey and Element for sure. Mm-hmm. And then 3 times a week I'm at Bar Selecta, a newest Japanese listening bar. It's beautiful there. Learning a bit of sake and then having fun listening to good music there at the moment.
That's run by Ty and Calvin.
Yeah, and then Masters and a lot of beautiful people. It's such a good place in Hawthorne. After that, there's a couple different works that I need to be confirmed. So I can't say anything yet, but something fun in whiskey. And then hopefully soon, another fun jobs. There's a lot of different ones that I just can't tell.
In hot demand.
So I can feed my cat.
You can feed your cat.
My little Litty. Mommy works so hard for you.
Thank you so much for your time, Kimi. I will see you soon.